The ABCs of Special Education. Common acronyms.
Assistive technology AT is defined as any item, piece of equipment, software program, or product system that is used to increase, maintain, or improve the functional capabilities of persons with disabilities. The goal of AT in special education is to provide students with disabilities access to education and other opportunities, promoting independence and self-sufficiency.
A Behavior Intervention Plan, BIP, is a formal, written plan designed to address challenging behaviors by identifying their cause, teaching alternative, appropriate behaviors, and implementing strategies to support the individual in using those new skills. It's essentially a roadmap for changing behavior, often developed after a functional behavioral assessment, FBA. A Community Advisory Committee (CAC) in special education is a group composed of parents, educators, and community members who advise school boards and special education local plan areas, SELPAs, on the needs of students with disabilities. The CAC's purpose is to improve communication, promote community awareness, and provide parent education and support. They also help ensure appropriate services for students with disabilities.
In special education, a disability is a condition that requires specialized instruction and support to facilitate a student's educational progress. This can be due to a variety of factors, including physical, emotional, developmental, or intellectual limitations. Specifically, the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, IDEA, identifies 13 categories of disability that qualify students for special education services. An English learner, EL, in special education is a student who is both acquiring English proficiency and has a disability that requires specialized instruction and support. These students may struggle with both English language acquisition and their specific disability, potentially requiring tailored instruction and services in both areas.
Free Appropriate Public Education, FAPE, is a requirement under the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, IDEA, and Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act, ensuring that students with disabilities receive a free, public education that's designed to meet their individual needs. This means schools must provide special education and related services tailored to the student's unique needs, at no cost to the family, and in the least restrictive environment. General education refers to the standard curriculum and instruction provided to all students, including those with disabilities, within the mainstream classroom. It also refers to the academic content and learning expectations for all students. While students with disabilities receive specially designed instruction through their IEP, Individualized Education Program, they are also expected to engage with and progress within the general education curriculum.
Home, hospital instruction, HHI, in special education is a temporary, short-term instructional program designed to provide limited academic support to students who are unable to attend school for health-related reasons. It's not a permanent placement, but rather a way to maintain academic progress and continuity during a temporary disability. An IEP stands for an Individualized Education Program. It's a written document that details the educational program tailored for a student with disabilities. IEPs are developed by a team, including parents and school staff, to ensure students with special needs receive the support and services they need to access curriculum and make progress.
Measures of educational benefit developed by the CDE Special Education Division for students with disabilities enrolled in California public schools.
Least restrictive environment, LRE, means that students with disabilities should be educated alongside their non-disabled peers to the maximum extent appropriate. This principle ensures that students are placed in the most inclusive setting where they can receive a meaningful education, with support and modifications as needed. LRE is a core concept in the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, IDEA. A manifestation determination is a process to determine if a student's behavior that led to a disciplinary action, like suspension or expulsion, is related to their disability or a failure by the school to implement their IEP. It's a crucial step to ensure students with disabilities are not unfairly disciplined for behavior that is a direct result of their disability.
A non-public school, NPS, is a non-public, non-sectarian school that enrolls individuals with exceptional needs per IEP team decision. An NPS must be certified by the State Department of Education and meet certain standards. These restrictive placements do not have access to general education peers and are often made when a child's special education needs require specialized services or a different learning environment not available in the public school system.
Other health impairment, OHI, refers to a category of disability that includes conditions like asthma, attention deficit, hyperactivity disorder, ADHD, diabetes, and epilepsy, among others. For special education eligibility, these conditions must limit a student's strength, vitality, or alertness and significantly impact their ability to learn and perform academically. A prior written notice, PWN, in special education is a written document that school districts are required to provide to parents before making changes to a student's special education program, or before consenting to or declining requests. It ensures that parents are informed about the changes or refusals and have an opportunity to understand and respond before they are implemented. Related services in special education are supplementary supports designed to help students with disabilities benefit from their Individualized Education Program, IEP. These services are provided by qualified professionals and aim to address specific needs, ensuring the student can access and participate in the educational setting. Related services may help children with disabilities benefit from their special education by providing extra help and support in needed areas, such as communication, moving, or health. In California, a SELPA, or Special Education Local Plan Area, is a regional grouping of school districts, charter schools, and county offices of education that collaborate to provide special education services for students with disabilities. SELPAs are responsible for developing and implementing local plans that meet the requirements of the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, IDEA. A transition plan is a written document designed to help students with disabilities prepare for life after high school, including post-secondary education, employment, and independent living. In essence, a transition plan helps students with disabilities navigate the transition from school to adulthood by providing them with the necessary education, experiences, and supports to lead successful and meaningful lives.
Vision impairment is an eligibility category which, even with the best correction, adversely affects a student's educational performance. Teachers of the visually impaired, TVI, work with students who have a medically diagnosed eye condition, which has led to blindness or low vision and significantly impacts learning in one or more of developmental and expanded core curricula areas within their educational placement. Required services are provided by a TVI, not a medical provider, and may include Braille, low vision skills, and the use of assistive technologies to help students access print materials and participate in learning activities.
Thanks for watching.